No sooner had the Russians recovered from the appearance of the Flamingo ballistic missiles with the Ukrainian armed forces than the defense forces are preparing a new surprise for the occupiers.
Its range is thousands of kilometers. The payload exceeds 1,000 kilograms.
This is an unprecedented weapon, fully ready for use and just waiting for the right moment.
The explosives can vary depending on the assigned tasks.
Ukrainian engineers chose a rather gentle name for this giant, calling it Marychka, but believe me, after encountering it, all irony instantly disappears.
We are interested in the fleet that launches Caliber-type cruise missiles.
This is the new underwater drone of the Ukrainian armed forces, which has already passed all tests and demonstrated phenomenal results. There have been talks about it for several years already, but this time the military are not keeping it a secret. They managed to surpass even the initial requirements, which now makes it possible to target even Putin's main pride, the Kerch Bridge.
If the Marychka can destroy it by using 3, 4 or 10 drones, and it doesn't cost us hundreds of billions of dollars, then of course, why not?
What is the most advanced and one of the most powerful underwater drones in Ukraine capable of? What operations is the military command already preparing for it? And how can the Marychka put an end to Russian missile attacks from the sea? We'll tell you all about it right now in the new episode of Arsenal. Its tests were first mentioned at the end of 2023. The Marychka kamikaze underwater drone is 6 meters long and 1 meter wide. And thanks to its rather large dimensions, it can carry a substantial explosive charge and strike even the largest targets.
It has a range of 1,000 kilometers. Its payload exceeds 1,000 kilograms. It travels at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. It will approach the Crimean bridge very quietly and unnoticed.
The main feature of the new drone is its invisibility to enemy electronic warfare systems. It is also extremely difficult to detect visually or on radar, since the drone emits virtually no signal.
It uses an inertial navigation system, which allows it to remain undetected and have a long operational range. First of all is the material it is made from. This gives it stealth, and its slow-moving engines do not reveal that it is underwater.
Moreover, the Marychka can literally wait out danger. The technology used by our developers amazed the world when it was openly discussed. As it turned out, the drone can remain motionless in ambush for weeks and at the right moment make a dash and destroy its target.
It can stop at a certain point A, remain undetected for some time, stay in place, and then at any moment continue moving toward its target. Days, weeks, yes. Months, of course not. But for a certain period, it can remain undetected and stay in combat readiness.
This could be useful, for example, when preparing for another massive attack on Ukraine. For instance, several drones can be taken out to sea and left in standby mode. After receiving satellite data about Russian ships moving to launch points, the drones are sent out to intercept them.
We are interested in the fleet that launches Caliber-type cruise missiles. We need to repeat this. Again, that's my opinion. The same thing that was done in Novorossiysk when the submarine was blown up, the Varshavyanka class. Yes, it didn't sink, but apparently it was put out of commission for a long time, with key components damaged. And this underwater drone, again, from what we know, since we don't know how it works in practice, can quietly approach Russian ships, military vessels that, for example, go out to sea to launch these missiles.
But under the threat of the latest Ukrainian weapon, not only ships at sea are at risk, but also all the frontline Black Sea infrastructure of the Russians, as well as repair shipyards and indeed any facilities located near the coastline.
They are actively striking at enemy ships, including both those on the surface and those lurking underwater. Furthermore, they are striking various coastal infrastructure, which involves effectively disrupting and neutralizing the enemy's logistics in this specific direction, particularly through the total destruction of key facilities of the Kerch Bridge.
Yes, you heard that right. Scaling up the production of the Marychka drone is essentially a death sentence for Putin's makeshift structures in the Black Sea. The previous strikes with Magura drones, which were incomparable in scale, will seem like child's play to the occupiers. After all, a ton of explosives will likely leave nothing alive of the much-vaunted bridge supports.
The question is, how long will it remain out of operation? In other words, it will be destroyed. Will it be just one support, or will the whole thing collapse like dominoes? If it collapses like dominoes, then that's it, really. That would be a real morale boost. A moral uplift for Ukraine, like, hooray, we did it. If it's just one support, then okay, they'll patch it up, fix it, and it will keep working.
Moreover, as they say, it's not being officially reported, but there are already signs. Just in February 2026, several serious incidents have already been recorded in the area of the overpass. For example, in the middle of the month, explosions were heard at night near Kerch and on the opposite shore of the Kerch Strait, and traffic on the Crimean bridge was temporarily halted. The following night, due to a drone attack, the bridge was closed for the entire night. 12.5 trains disrupted the schedules of the western section of Russian railways, and more than 700 cars were stuck in traffic jams. According to analysts, this indicates an active phase of reconnaissance before a potential strike.
As you are already aware, the illegally constructed Kerch Bridge, which connects the occupied Crimea with the territory of the aggressor country, with the territory of Russia, will soon be demolished. And you could find yourself in a kind of trap. That is precisely why I earnestly and strongly advise that you should urgently leave the peninsula and make your way back to your original homes, back to Russia, and to the specific places from which you illegally traveled to the currently occupied territory of Crimea.
However, experts say the bridge may not be the first target. Sailors, it is likely that at first the drone will still be used for military strategic purposes.
If previously the Crimean bridge was the only link, the single thread connecting Crimea with the Russian Federation, now they have a railway through the occupied territory around the Sea of Azov, and they have a highway. So even if we assume that the Crimean bridge collapses tomorrow, can we really say that the entire group there will die of hunger and cold? Well, that's not the case, because once again...
So first, Ukrainian sailors will probably go to get acquainted with the Russian fleet. Moreover, considering the range, the drone can cover the entire water area of the Black Sea.
The explosives can vary depending on the assigned tasks. The type of warhead is selected based on the target that needs to be hit. The payload is 1,000 kilograms. You can blow up a whole lot of interesting things with that.